It's time for Growing Hope, the show determined to grow up hearts open to pursue the extraordinary. Because you are extraordinary! And now, it's your host, Catherine Lang.
Hello there. Welcome to Growing Hope. I am Catherine Lang, your Hope Smith extraordinaire, here to spread little seeds of hope here and there in order to grow up a world full of possibilities. Because when you invest in a seed of hope, when you plant a seed of hope or nurture a seed of hope or harvest a seed of hope, what you're doing is creating possibilities. And when you create possibilities and you live in a world of possibilities and you walk out the possible and the extraordinary and the impossible in your life, you change the world. And we are world changers. We are called to be world changers. We're called to live extraordinary lives so that we do change this world. And that's what we're invested in here on Growing Hope. We're invested in world-changing, purposeful actions that are uniquely designed for each and every one of us. Because when you understand your unique design, when you embrace who you are, there is nobody that can stop you from spreading seeds of hope, from walking out a life, an intentional life that impacts the world in such a way that the world changes. Sometimes it's just because you change, your world changes. And when you change your world, when you dominate your world, then the world changes for the better because of it, because people encounter that unique design, because people are emboldened to walk out their own uniqueness, because you're walking out your uniqueness. And over the next few days, last week we talked all about how you keep on dreaming. You just got to keep dreaming in order to keep living your possibilities. Well, this week the focus is on keep daring. Dare to be. Dare to try, dare to do. So we're going to be daring to be you, daring to believe you can, daring to walk the walk, daring to speak it out, and daring to keep on keeping on. The focus today is all about having the strength, the courage, and the determination to dare to be you, which should be really simple. But because we have a tendency to lean towards and listen to the world, it becomes a very complicated mess very quickly. In order to dare to be you, you have to recognize that you are the only you out there. You are the only you, and you're the only one who can be you. The second thing is that you can't be anyone else, so you might as well be you. The third thing is that you are amazing and extraordinary and essential to this journey. The fourth thing is that you become more when you dare to be you. You become more to you. You become more to others and for others when you dare to be you. And finally, you shine the light that you're supposed to be shining. You become the light on the side of the hill when you lean 100% into your uniqueness. I had the opportunity to visit with a friend. I mentioned last week that I tried out for Annie, the musical Annie, when I was 12, and I did not get the part. Well, the director of that particular play was at an event yesterday, and I got to speak with him, and we were talking about this. I mentioned to him that it crushed me. You crushed my hopes and dreams. But what really happened is that I allowed his words I interpreted his words differently than he intended. He did not tell me I wasn't good enough. He did not say that I did not have the skills to be on stage. I chose to hear those words. I chose to create that wall of limitation on my own, because that is what, if it didn't happen immediately, then that's what it meant. I wasn't supposed to do it. over the years, and particularly over these last few months, sharing with you this journey to move from being a caterpillar into becoming a butterfly, and then to keep on keeping on in order to live out life with wings, I have fully and wholly re-embraced who I am uniquely designed to be. I am not like anybody else, and I'm not supposed to be, and you're not supposed to be either. So as we're leaning into this determination to dare to be, to keep on daring in this journey to keep living out life with wings, we are going to dare to be our unique self, to dare to be you. Be beautiful. I have a mug and a tote and a notebook with that on there. Be beautiful, because you are. So the first thing is that you are the only one who can be you. There's nobody else that can be you. If you've ever watched comedians that do imitations of others, and it's a flattery, it's meant in a great way, but they're still not that person. And there are, even though they can copy, they can mimic the personality, they can mimic the voice, they can mimic the actions, they can never mimic the heart. So you are the only person who can be you. Instead of focusing on what you can't be, focus on what you can be. Who are you? What are the uniquenesses and the unique qualities that make you up? What are your strengths? We are taught too often to lean into and learn more in order to increase our weaknesses, but really your strengths are your superpowers. What are your superpowers? When you embrace these and you understand these, then you can begin to realize that your uniqueness is unique to you. Nobody else can mimic it. Not all that you are. You are the only one who can be you. So be you. The second thing is that you can't be anyone else but you. I have gotten into more trouble in my life trying to be what other people have determined I'm supposed to be, or worse, trying to copy what other people are doing. I was listening to a comedian recently, and he was talking about how he was struggling in his journey, and he was trying to mimic other people wearing the same outfit that those people did and speaking with the same tone, and that he had a revelation from God that he didn't call him to be an imitation of somebody else. He called him to be authentically himself. You cannot live your best life being a copy of somebody else. You can only walk out your best life when you are boldly, intentionally, authentically you. When you understand the power of your uniqueness, it's easier to walk it out. When we compare ourselves to the people around us, what we find ourselves doing, and I heard this not too long ago, we often find ourselves comparing our weaknesses to other people's strengths. And so our weaknesses look even worse. And therefore, we are not worthy or intelligent enough or skilled enough, or we don't have enough letters after our name in order to do what we believe we're supposed to be doing. And it's just another excuse. It's just another reason not to step out in faith. When you authentically know your unique self and you are willing to walk out in that uniqueness, you have permission. You have permission to be your authentic self simply because it is you. Nobody else has to give you a pathway, because your path is your path. You get to create it. Instead of trying to copy someone else or follow someone else's guidelines and rules and regulations, you can take all that information and make it your own, but you walk your authentic, unique path, because that's the only path that you can walk. You can't copy someone else's journey. You have to walk your own journey. The second thing is to recognize that you truly are amazing, just as you are, even just where you are. You're an amazing person. You have abilities and skills and knowledge and wisdom that nobody else has, not in your capacity. You have the ability to do things that other people consider a challenge. But because you consider it easy, because it comes so natural to you, you don't think of it as a valuable gift. If you can do something without having to really think about it, you dismiss it. It's not important. It has no value. Anybody can do this, but anybody can't. That I know people who are incredibly gifted at organization. And because they're incredibly gifted at it, they dismiss that as not worthy, not a valuable tool, not a valuable gift. But I know just as many people who are not gifted at organization. And they would be willing to pay somebody to help them with their organizational skills or to help organize their lives. But the two don't come together because the one who has the organizational skills dismisses those skills, because this person over there is doing something else and they have to therefore do what those people are doing in order to be legitimate and legitimized in this world. Your unique design is amazing because it offers something to someone else who's struggling in the very places that you consider natural, simple, and easy. When you hone in on what those amazing qualities are of who you are, of what you're doing, then you are positioned to provide to those in need what it is they need. If you are a natural born encourager and you're too busy trying to follow a pattern and a plan that an organizer put together, then you're going to struggle to encourage people because you're so busy. You use all your energy trying to do something you're not designed to do. But then when someone says, hey, be more you, you come to this place where you lean fully into, this is my strength. This is one of my superpowers. Here, let me share. The fourth thing that we need to do in order to come to a place where we can dare to be our unique and authentic selves is we have to recognize that we become more when we dare to be ourselves. We become more. We grow into our unique design more when we lean into that unique design, when we quit fighting and we begin embracing, then we become more. Interestingly enough, that happens in life too. When we quit fighting with each other and we lean into each other, we grow more relationships. When we quit fighting our bodies and we lean into what our unique body design is, then we can grow into a better physical fitness. When we quit fighting our journey and we lean into our unique design, then we can do more and be more for ourselves and for our journey and be more for the people that we encounter. But it requires us making the intentional choice of seeing our uniquenesses and embracing those uniquenesses, to understand what zings our heart and really lights us up, and embracing those as valuable and important qualities and tools and benefits for the people around us. The more that we understand our design and lean into that design, the more we produce and become and share and seed hope. And the world needs your unique hope. The best gardens are full of a variety. And this world has the variety if we just embrace our unique variety and then grow it to share. The final thing about daring to be you is that You only shine your light when you are 100% uniquely you. You dim your light anytime you try to be a copy of somebody else. You are you for a reason. Everything that was planted in you, every experience that you've encountered, every personality trait and gift and talent is in you and unique to you so that you shine and spread the courage and ability for others to walk out their unique design. Imagine a world where everybody is being what they were designed to be. How different would things be? And here's the secret to creating this amazing new world. It starts with you. Once you begin walking out your unique design, once you begin daring to be you, then you give other people the courage to dare to be themselves, to dare to be their uniqueness, to dare to be peculiar. Look, normal is overrated and it doesn't exist. It is a myth that there is a normal. The more that you understand you, the more you embrace you, the more you lean into who you are supposed to be, who you are designed to be, the more you light the path of possibility for other people to be unique. Now, the world and those that are conforming to the world and those that are tethering to the world are going to tell you that you are not normal, that you have lost your mind, that it is not possible to live a unique life. They're only telling you that to keep you limited from your possibilities. When you truly lean into who you are and you truly embrace that authentic self that resides in you right now, the amazingness that is in you, then you will live in possibilities. You will create an extraordinary journey. You will create your best life that then spreads out and lights the path for others to live their best lives. That's how we change the world. We change the world by being the best you that you can be. The more you are, the more change you create. Get invested in understanding who you are, to embracing the great abilities and qualities and gifts and talents that reside in you right now, and to lean into those with all that you have. If all you have is the ability to encourage, go encourage with all your heart, soul, and mind. And watch people respond. People respond to authentic selves with their authentic selves. When we expose our hearts, we touch hearts. And when we are touching hearts, we are creating the change that we want to see around us. Be invested in daring to be you. Thank you so much for joining me for today's Growing Hope. Look, if you're struggling in any way to find your you, reach out to me today. Just head over to catherinelang.com and then click the button to schedule your call. It's a free 20-minute call, and we can talk about whatever it is that you need to talk about. But let's get started in daring to be ourselves. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe all of the channels, especially over on YouTube. And until next time, in all that you're doing, remember, be blessed and be a blessing.
Thank you for joining us for Growing Hope with Catherine Lang, where we are sharing hope, encouragement, and inspiration to do more. Visit www.catherinelang.com to invite Catherine to be part of your event or to share your own stories of possibility living. Until next time, remember that a seed of hope planted and nurtured will grow up into a world of possibilities.